Today on Beyond, her stepmother was the last person she expected to hear from.
And she's apologizing for some miscommunications and misunderstandings when she was alive with you.
Will she accept her apology from Beyond? But first,
my major concern about Lila is she is very distraught about what has happened, and she sleeps with Justin's urn, and she has a very hard time realizing that he's not there anymore.
Jacqueline's boyfriend Justin was killed in a tragic car accident. His mother Lila is finding it impossible to move on.
I sleep with his urn, and some people tell me, some people think, I know they think, that I'm losing it, but it comforts me.
Jacqueline feels that Lila is so upset that only a reading with James will bring her back to life.
I want her to know that she doesn't have to cry all the time, that he's okay, he's in a better place, she doesn't have to cry over him, he's happy.
I just can't accept that. I still expect to come walking through the door.
Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Hi, you're Lila? Yes. And Jacqueline? Nice to meet you. Okay.
I'm so glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad to see you, too.
Thank you.
And where'd you all come from?
Florida.
From Florida?
Lakeland, Florida.
Well, thank you for making the long journey out here. And I know you want to contact your son that passed over in a car accident, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and that was your boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. And how long ago was this passing about?
17th will be 6 months.
Oh, so it's just relatively new. Okay.
June 17th.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's just see what we can get. And I know it's something you can never, as I sit here, I let them work with me and work with the energy. You never get over it. You learn how to live with it. I've worked with many thousands and thousands of parents, and it's not an easy thing to go through. It isn't. But, so, let's see what happens. Right? Are you nervous? A little nervous. You're a little nervous. So
A little bit. I'm just so,
I know. So I'm just going to tell you what I get, because you want to hear A, B, and C. You're not going to hear that. You'll hear D, E, F, G, whatever. So if you have no expectations, that's better, because that's much better, okay? So let me just tell you what I'm getting here, okay, as I tune in here. There's a lady standing right behind you here who feels a grandmother figure for you, okay? Standing right here behind you, all right? I know you never expect to hear from her, but there's a lady here like this, okay? And they'll be on your mother's side of the family. Are you aware of that?
my mother's mother.
She's here, and she wants to say hello to you, okay? And so she's here. And you might not hear from your son. I'm going to tell you that right now, because when we sit here, we never know who's going to come through. So I want you to be open to whoever comes through, all right? And the more open you are, the better it is, the easier it will be. All right? Okay, sweetie. She's here, and she has brought him through. Okay, she's brought him with her. But we want you to calm down. She wants you to calm down. She's keeping telling me everything's all right here. Everything's all right here. I want to come to you, and I want to tell you that this man loves you very much. Was this his car? No. Was it you driving the car? Who was driving the car?
He was.
Okay, he was driving the car.
He was, but he thought of it as his car. It was his best friend's, but he thought of it, he told everybody it was his car.
Why are you blaming yourself for his death? He wants to know why you're blaming yourself. He said, my mom blames herself, and he doesn't want you to blame yourself. Okay? Does not want you to blame yourself.
I told him how to drive, and I should have known he was being reckless. I didn't know.
Well, I got to tell you that. I got to tell you that it's not your fault, okay? And you have to understand that. He doesn't want you to blame yourself, all right? I want to tell you, were you with him when this happened?
I was with him before.
Do you know if there was drinking involved here at all? None at all?
No.
None whatsoever?
No.
Not with him or someone else?
I think
before he gets
could
his
have
car,
possibly had a drink before he left because he had a friend over.
Yeah.
He could have possibly had. I
Nothing
don't
in
know.
his system.
Nothing in the system, okay. I'm going to tell you there's something about drinking he's talking about, So I don't know if he went to a place with a friend and a friend drank, or they visited a place, so his friend, but there's a drinking thing around, right? I mean, not necessarily he's drunk, but there was a drinking thing going on about. You have to relax. I can't get him in if you do this. It's like,
Yes.
I can't work that way. It makes it hard for him. There's talk to me about this lady who's coming in. She's trying to help you. This grandmother is trying to help you. She's also talking about your mother. And there's a lot of stuff you need to work out with your mother, okay? Okay, I don't know what it means. Just talk to your mom about some things going on with her, because your mother keeps things inside her, and you need to talk to more about your mother, okay?
She's terminal.
Okay, she's trouble. Okay.
She's terminal.
She's terminal. Oh, okay, your mother is terminal. Okay. Would you let her know about, did you tell her you were coming on the show and you were doing this?
Yes.
Okay, because this lady wants to make sure your mother's okay, and she wants you to talk to her more, and she wants you to talk about these things, about death and about life and about, and make sure things are settled up with her, okay? I also get there's, yeah. You know, hold on one second. I'm going to be right back. I just got to regroup in a second. So sit right there. I just want you to calm down. I'll be right back, okay?
The reading with James will continue in a moment. Plus, they both came to the show to reconnect with their fathers.
I'm sorry I can't differentiate between it's yours or yours.
Why is James having such a difficult time sorting this one out? Coming up on Beyond. Jacqueline's boyfriend was tragically killed in a car wreck. Unable to let go, his mother Lila has been sleeping with his ashes. We now return to the studio for the reading.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to stop for just a second, okay? And I'd like to first get a pad. So, can someone hand me a pad, please? This helps me tune in better. Thank you. And I think it might be easy to switch you two around, and maybe the energies would be better that way, because you might be easier to let it flow. So would you mind switching the seats? That'd be great. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. Okay, now, did you do anything with the flag for him?
I know what you're referring to.
What does that mean?
It's not a flag, but it's a symbol that his entire service was Pink Floyd.
Oh, okay, okay.
And he had the prism. It was an open casket, and he had the prism behind him.
Okay.
And the poster was the size of a flag with the prism, if anybody's ever seen Dark Side.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And he loved it.
Okay. Did you have the music also playing at his funeral, Pink Floyd?
Oh, yes.
Okay. He loves that, yeah. He loves
yes,
that.
he did.
Yeah, loves
Yes,
it very
he did.
much. Loves it very much. I want you to know that you can see more of him if you let him go a little bit more. Okay? So I got to tell you that. Okay? You never lose him. You'll never lose him. By the way, did he ever drive a pickup truck, or was there someone that had a pickup truck, or something to do with a pickup truck? What does that mean?
It was my dad's pickup truck.
It was your dad's pickup truck.
Yeah.
And do you know if there's a back light that's out on it? Do you know if the back brake light is crushed or not working?
No, that's my car.
That's your car, okay. And the back light is either broken or something there?
Yes,
That's what
it
I'm being
is.
told to tell you.
And I can't figure out who did that.
I wonder who. You have to mend this relationship with this man. I'm sorry, I keep on getting this over and over and over again. I don't know, after Justin passed over, if there's been more of a problem with the male with you in your life. I know there has. And you need to start working on that. He's asking you to please, okay?
He caused so much pain.
I know. And there's some CDs that he had of yours.
Yes.
Yes, because he said yes, and he said you went and got your CDs, you were looking for the CDs, and Mom said, you know, if you want to have some of his, you can have some of his. And she plays Pink Floyd all the time, don't you? You play music of his?
Yes.
Do you play it to hear his music?
Pink Floyd, Steve Miller Band.
And you play it and you sit there and you cry and you listen to the music. And he doesn't like to see you that way. Are you seeing a therapist now at all?
I was.
Yeah, why not?
Wasn't doing any good.
Oh, well, maybe not.
I'd go in and she'd get depressed.
And she get depressed. Interesting therapist, okay. Did he ever want to play the guitar?
Yes. Yes, he did, but he wasn't coordinated enough.
Okay, but he's still about playing the
His little
guitar?
sister was trying to teach him how
Okay.
to play a few chords.
Okay. He's learning the guitar. He wants to tell you he's learning the guitar now where he is at. You're going to hear guitar music and say, where did that come from? And it's going to be him. So I want you to listen for that, all right? It's not over. It's not over. You'll see him again. You're going to see him again. No, it's never over. We go through lifetimes together, okay? And you don't need to sleep with his ashes anymore.
I need him.
You do, you have him. But he doesn't want you to sleep with his ashes, that thing which is not him, he said. And he's laughing about it because he doesn't understand it. Can we do something different? You have a blanket from his bed, right? He says, could you use my blanket, please? He wants you to use his blanket and hug his blanket. Would you do that instead?
I'll try.
Okay. And use his headphones. You have his headphones, he said. Okay?
Walkie-talkies.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave you with that. Okay? Thank you very much. You don't need to sleep with his ashes anymore.
I need him.
You do, you have him. But he doesn't want you to sleep with his ashes, that thing which is not him, he said.
How do you feel about that?
I think that it's very sweet that there's that concern. But it does comfort me. So I'll probably continue to do that until I feel that I'm ready to let go of that, just like a blanket to a child.
Yeah. You know, it's really interesting because when he said that, I got the feeling that you were not going to stop, at least not right now. Is this part of your grieving? Is that you feel it necessary?
Well, I've lost a sister, I've lost a parent, I've lost a grandparent, and it's nothing like losing a child.
Sure.
And this is new for me, it being me, and I don't know how this process is supposed to go. But I imagine that nature will just take its course, and it'll never go away. I think it'll simply change with time. I'll never forget.
She plays Pink Floyd all the time, don't you? You play music of his?
Does that give you some comfort, music, hearing the music?
Oh, of course it does. At first, it was painful.
You played Pink Floyd at the funeral.
Oh, yes. And he loved Pink Floyd. He liked the oldies. He was very influenced by his father and myself with the older rock and roll, you know, the good stuff.
Yeah.
And
Now, I see you smile. You tell little stories about him, and it makes you smile.
yes, he was very, of course, Miss Mother, he was a piece of me. And a piece of him is always inside me. And when I think of the good times, it's going to make me smile.
So, did you feel James was actually speaking to him today?
Yes, I did.
Where for you? What's that moment?
When he talked about the CDs,
And there's some CDs that he had of yours.
after he had passed, we went together to his bedroom to get his stuff because he had lived with his friend, and there was CDs sitting on top of like a speaker or something, and I remember flipping through them saying, oh, I remember Justin has some of my CDs. I remember that, yeah. So that's what really grabbed my attention. That's a big one. So.
CD thief. CD thief. He had some of his sister's CDs.
Yeah.
Some of Jackie's CDs. Can I borrow that forever?
Well, I'm glad this was a positive experience for both of you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Coming up,
So you're one of three.
Well, yes.
It's an interesting family. I'm not going to go any further than that.
find out just how interesting her family really is. That's next on Beyond.
And these two ladies at the end, are you related at all?
Friends.
You're friends. Did you bring her here today?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Would you mind standing? There's a lady here next to you, and there's a man here next to you. I feel it's a father figure right next to you, okay? I don't know why I want to go to Germany, but I want to go to Germany.
Yes.
Does this make sense to your father in Germany? There's some connection with you in Germany, please?
Well, yes.
Tell
yes,
me.
Yes. Well, my family was originally from Germany.
Thank you. There you go. That's the connection. That's easy.
I lived there too, so.
There it is. Okay. I will tell you right now that, did your mother also pass over, please?
Stepmother.
Stepmother, okay, because there's a mother feeling here also with you, and she wants to say hello to you here, okay? I'm going to tell you she has much more understanding of you now than she did when she was on the earth, and she's apologizing for some miscommunications and misunderstandings when she was alive with you. You understand this?
Yes.
And your father's coming in very, very happily. I'm seeing musical instruments also.
Yes.
So there's something to do with musical instruments. I'm not sure if it's a piano or something about music that your father is talking to me about. You understand this?
Yes.
Did he play a piano or musical instrument?
A musical instrument, yes.
Okay. What was it?
Trombone.
Okay. I know he wants to keep on talking about this musical instrument, and he wants to talk about either someone was talking to you or you were talking to someone recently about him playing this musical instrument. You understand that? Mm-hmm. There's also talk about a sister of your mother's here, I'm being told about. So I don't know what this is about, okay? I'm also shown roses. I'm shown roses here. Roses, roses, roses. I don't know if this is a birthday or anniversary with the roses. I hope you understand this.
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Because I don't, but you do. That's all I care about.
I do.
Okay?
I do.
I want to tell this lady over here, and your first name is?
Carol.
Carol. Okay, Carol. The stepmother is speaking to me about 2 types of cancer, okay? I feel like it starts one place, and I'm not even sure if the person has passed over yet, but has someone been afraid of a cancerous condition? It was breast cancer or some kind of cancer, and had it checked up recently?
Well, I had a best friend who died from breast cancer.
Breast cancer? Mm-hmm. Were they in 2 different places, though, too?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. That's what I'm going at.
Yes.
Okay, got that. And did your stepmother know her? Because she knows her now.
No.
Okay, well, she knows her now. Does she have 3 kids? Your friend?
No, one.
Okay, who has 3 kids in the family?
My mother.
Your mother had 3 kids. Mm-hmm. So you're one of 3.
Well, yes. Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting family. I'm not going to go any further than that. All right, I'm going to leave you 2 with that, all right? Okay.
Thank
God bless you.
Carol, who are you hoping to reach here today?
Well, actually, there were a couple of people, and my very dear friend, my father had passed, and also my stepmother, who I had some issues with prior to her dying, many years.
And that came up in the reading,
yes, it did.
about a misunderstanding. What
Yes.
was going on with you?
Well, my father had married my stepmother when I was very young, and even though my mother was still alive, she was an integral part of my life, and she just never really accepted me, and it just got worse and worse and worse as the years progressed, and then she developed Alzheimer's, and we never really came to peace with anything. She just never accepted me as her daughter or stepdaughter.
And she came up in the reading.
Yes, yes.
Not a skeptic.
No, not
How do
at
you
all.
feel about that?
I feel terrific. It brought me a lot of peace.
I'm glad.
Because I did forgive her. I forgave her prior to death, and even after she died, I talked to her and I said, I forgive you, and I'm just sorry we didn't get to be closer.
Friends, yeah, yeah. Now, Barbara, your father apparently came through
Yes,
playing
he
an
did.
instrument.
Yes.
Now, you were talking to somebody about that just recently, is that right?
He not actually talking to anyone about that. He was a musician when he was younger, and I believe that was something he was really proud of. And I just have memories of hearing about the big band stories and playing it in my hometown and how much fun he had.
Now, do you feel like your father's personality came through out there?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh, yes.
When? When for you?
Well, when he brought up the Germany part, and he was very proud of his German heritage, and he was not alive when I lived in Germany, but I think it all sort of tied in together. It was really fascinating. It was a wonderful experience.
Well, I'm glad you both came by. It must be such a surprise. Here you are on national TV. You came to check out the show, and you got a reading.
Well,
Thank you
great.
both.
Wonderful.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you.
You know, we come on this earth for a very short time, and throughout our journey on life, we're given different experiences to go through to make ourselves better. Each day, you're given wonderful opportunities. I want you to be aware, be mindful of those opportunities, and make the best of them. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
How do you protect yourself?
How do I protect myself is a very, very good question, because thoughts are like bullets, and they'll go to the person with the intention, and so you have to take care of yourself. You know, we take showers every day or baths every day, right? We all should do like a psychic shower. We just imagine just beautiful light cleansing us and taking away foreign energy and sending it back to Mother Earth to recycle. And that's really what I do. I do that before I come on stage, and I do that really every morning before I get to bed. I also will do that. So everyone should cleanse themselves and protect themselves. I also then will put like a bubble of light around me to protect me.